Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. This is 2023, time to make some new resolutions. This year I'm going to help you to make resolutions that will stick, that are achievable and relevant. Resolutions are objectives or goals that you set for yourself at the beginning of the year, a quarter or a term that you are going to achieve during the course of the year or by the end of the year. You will see that there are three categories of people. The first category is a group of people who make their resolutions and achieve them throughout the year or by year end. The second group is the group of people which will make the resolutions but never does anything, or they just do half of the resolutions and leave the rest. Then there's the third group which does not even know about resolutions. They don't set anything, they don't achieve anything. They probably do, but then they don't plan to. I hope this video gets to them. Making resolution can take up to a week, so you need to take your time planning so that the resolutions will be achievable. If you just haphazardly list a couple of things, you'll see that you might fail to achieve them because you didn't write a method to your success. So you need to sit down, you need to do your research, you need to ask the relevant people who know and get your facts right before you make any resolutions. Because at the end of the day, if you make resolutions and you fail to achieve them, you think that planning does not matter, when planning is half the work. This year we're going to make our resolutions in categories. The first category being targeted on improving your personal being. The first part of your personal resolutions is your physical being. This is you making resolutions about how you want to look at the end of the year or during the year. These are resolutions about how you want to feel, how you want to be healthy, or how you want to be practicing a certain habit at the end of the year that enhances your physical being, your physical health. The other part or the other side of your personal resolutions are your relationships. This can be your relationship with God, your relationship with your friends, etc. So when you're making these resolutions, you are not only listing what you want to achieve, you also have to list in brackets at the end of that resolution the actions, the small actions that you are going to do to achieve this certain resolution. For example, you want to have a girlfriend, you want to have a functional relationship at the end of the year or during the course of this year. You have to list the activities that you need to do. For example, going out more frequently, talking to people more frequently, so that you get your confidence and you approach this girl that you want. You probably have the girl you are eyeing right now. Okay. The second category would be resolutions concerning your professional ability. So you have a certain trade that you're moving in or a certain profession that you practice. Your resolutions along these lines will be where you want to be professionally at the end of the year or during this year. After that, you also have to list the small activities that you need to do. This could be going back to school, attending workshops, doing short courses, you know the rest. We move on to resolutions in line with leisure. You probably want to enhance your indulgence into leisure activities. So you need to list them. What are you going to do? What are you going to be doing that is in line with leisure? Are you going to be shopping? Are you going to be gardening? Are you going to anything that you enjoy? You write it down. This is what we're going to do under leisure. Okay. Then lastly and most important to some of the people is financial resolutions. These are resolutions to do with money. We all want to be financially free. We all yearn for financial freedom. So you also need to say, okay, the resolution is financial freedom. How are we going to achieve this? At the end of that resolution, we write, we're going to start a small business, and what is it going to be about? We write, we're going to look for a job. Where, how, which qualifications do we have, and where do we qualify to get a job? We're going to invest. What do we know about investment? And where will we invest? Do we have the money? Where are we going to get the capital? All those things. So at the end of the day, you find out that making resolutions is not just a 30-minute event whereby you just take a piece of paper, you write down what you want to achieve or the things that you think you can achieve. By the end of this year, we should be able to see if we have achieved our resolutions that we have set by the beginning of the year. So this is easily done by making sure that the resolutions are measurable. The easiest way to measure our resolutions is putting a number on it. For example, if you want to be rich by the end of this year, you have to put the exact amount of money you should be having at the end of this year for you to say you've achieved what you wished for. You want to be rich. If your rich is $1,000, write it down. By the end of this year, I should have $1,000 in my pocket. Otherwise, at the end of the year, you have your $100. You are richer than what you were in January, but then it doesn't mean that you've achieved your resolutions. So you need to put a number on it. If you want to have assets, for example, you want to have cars at the end of the year, you have to write how many cars do you want at the end of the year. If you want 2, which means that if you get 1, you wouldn't have achieved. The other thing is to make sure that you are phasing your achievement. I'll give you an example of phasing under the category of leisure. Let's say you want to make sure that you go to a holiday 4 times a year. You can have all of your 4 times in December, or you can set this in your resolutions that you have 1 holiday each quarter. That means between January to March, you should have gone to 1 destination. From the second quarter, you should achieve 1 destination, so that you know that you're on track. But then let's say you go to 2 places in the first quarter. That means that you've already achieved half. You are ahead of schedule, so you need to sort of like scale down. And you have set a target which is lower than what you can achieve. You need to adjust. So these resolutions can be adjusted. You can adjust seeing how things have turned out, because you don't really know what's going to happen tomorrow. So let's say if things change to your favor, you need to adjust and sort of like tweak the numbers and change the narrative of what success looks like. Resolutions are just a plan, a layout. They are subject to change. Okay, so if they are not working to your advantage, you should be able to change them freely without anyone giving you hell, without anyone persecuting you that why did you change your resolutions. They are just a plan and they are subject to change. I hope you have learned a thing or 2 in this video. If it has been helpful, please click the like button, leave a comment, don't forget to subscribe.